Okay, we're back. I'm gonna try not streaming to Kick, but we're just gonna keep Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok on the simulcast. I have a feeling when I was looking at the logs that the transcoder is getting overloaded. Because I'm hitting just on these three like 60 and I was hitting pretty high. So what I'm probably gonna wait for is when I get my I'm building the transcoding server, as you know. That's been in the works. I just need to get around to doing it. But look, there's only like 60 people that watch me on Kick. I'll be honest. There's 60 followers on Kick, so majority's on YouTube, majority's on TikTok, the audience really is on Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok from my people. I tried, adding Kick into that mix, but it is what it is. So yeah. But yeah, we'll see how this works out. I think hopefully that'll work. I'm gonna, I should really bring up the task manager over here just so I can keep an eye on it. So I can, yeah, because the GPU is at a much, much healthier level now. Yeah. Once you go frack, you never go back. But, yeah. Okay. So, anyway, yeah, we were talking about the Matrix server. That's the thing that I think a lot of people are definitely going to, be wanting to move to. I'm gonna make an announcement in the Discord again. Alright, until I get the transcoding server. Yeah, so a little bit of a bummer, but it is what it is. I like to go everywhere the audience is, but oh well. Can't be a winner all the time. But yeah, so we will just for the foreseeable future, Twitch, TikTok, YouTube streams only, which shouldn't really be hurting most of the people there, because that's where the majority of the streams are anyway, and all the streams are optimized for Twitch anyway, so, yeah. Now what'll be interesting is, yeah. What's up, Radish Prince? How you doing, buddy? I got the same shirt on. What, the DEF CON frack shirt? Yeah. I'm planning to go again to DEF CON this year. I already was talking about it at work. This job, the cool thing with this job is, unlike my last job, they're not going to make me have to take PTO. They won't be able to pay for my trip, but hey, me not having to take PTO, and they're just like, yeah, just bring your work laptop, and then if we actually need you, we'll just hit you up, and then, but we're going to try not to, need you. You'll, go and do the things to learn it, and then do a presentation on what you learn. I've been enjoying my new job. Your job pays for it fully. My job did the first year. It'd be nice if they paid for it fully, but look, the new job is a 40% pay bump from the old job. So... Taking a work laptop to DEF CON? I mean... Taking it with me, actually, to the conference? Not so much. But I think they also know, that, they understand, like, I won't be using it at DEF CON. It's like, if you need me, you're gonna have to give me, like, 30 to 45 minutes to get away. What happened? Just got a notification that you're live again. Oh, I killed the stream and restarted it. For some reason, Twitch was backlogging frames, and I'm eyeing the GPU encode. I have a feeling I'm overloading the encode on the card, and the network was not helping it, that it was just Twitch was not liking it. So what I'm doing for the foreseeable future, I'm gonna be rendering to, I'm just gonna be streaming to Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok, and then not Kick. I'll add Kick maybe later when I get the transcoding server up, which then can actually do the full duty of doing just the sole transcodes there. Discord? Yeah, I have a Discord and a Matrix server. The links are in the bio for that if you want to join. Can you see your PC setup? It's there. There's not much to see because it's like behind a monitor. This is like, I'm touching a monitor right there. There's a vertical monitor right here. You have like a little proof point light over there, and then you have, as one of my mods joke about, the dope dealing penguins on top of it. Best laptop under 600 bucks. I hate to say it, but I think it actually might be that, if we're talking new laptops, that new, what is it, MacBook Neo? That actually might be the best bang for the buck right now. But yeah, my main PC, I have the specs all on Twitch, but it's, 5950X, 64 gigs of RAM, and a 5070 Ti with 4 gigs of NVMe, and another 2 terabytes of NVMe on top of that. But yeah. And then there's some pretty cable mod cables in there, which I guess you don't get to see, but yeah. Hold on, let me get this message out onto the Discord server so they can know what was happening to it. Alright. That message should be out. Cool. But yeah, so the Twitch should be good now. Yeah, it looks like it's getting stable. I think I was just overloading the GPU with the transcode, going from TikTok, Twitch, and Kick. Yeah, that'll be interesting to see how I'll work through that, because I'm going to set up Media MTX as a server, And what I'll probably want to see about doing when I get a high split connection, so Spectrum's eventually going to do what they call high split. What that'll do is give me symmetrical bandwidth, and then I can actually start pushing things properly to Twitch, Kick, YouTube, and TikTok, and I'll then also at the same time be adding PeerTube. PeerTube, if you're not familiar with that platform, that's like decentralized YouTube on the Fediverse. So you can watch me from your Mastodon, or Lemmy, or PixelFed, or PeerTube, or Owncast. But yeah, so that'll be happening. Anyway, so yeah, we were talking about Matrix server. Everything should be good now with the, all that. The Matrix server is live if everyone wants to join. I'm glad to see that Matrix is getting the love, that it's deserved for a while. Because I've been hosting that server for like 3 years. I don't know what that is. I need you to send my new PC. Sure, when you send me money for it. I am a Nigerian prince. Right now, I'm looking up videos on tuk-tuks. Oh, like the little scooter thingies? They're so cool, yeah. I like the K-trucks. The K-trucks are something I really like. I wish we could get more K-trucks in the USA. Okay, so, we had another video that I wanted to watch. The Embarrassing Burger Wars of 2026. Now, this wasn't a tech video, but once in a while, I like to have some non-tech things. And look, I also encourage my community, like, not everything in the review on stream that, you know, you send to me has to necessarily be tech-related. But yeah. Hey, Brody, just got fired, from my shitty job, and it's giving me this angry motivation to learn everything I can about front and back ends of cybersecurity, LLM, iOS, and Android apps. I know that exact feeling. I've been there, my dude. Yeah, I'm Moroccan. I think that's what you said in there. Essentially motorized tricycles. Oh yeah, I know about the tuk-tuks. They're like, what, all over, I think it's Thailand? But yeah, totally. Use that, you know, use that energy. Use that hatred. Have it be fuel. Okay. So let's see what this video is about. Alright. Oh yeah, so I guess they're gonna be ragging on the McDonald's CEO. Like, do y'all remember when he took that bite of, his burger and then just got, like, you could tell, like, the guy did not like McDonald's? Like, why are you CEO of a company you don't even like? You think the industry is cooked for entry level, especially with AI and overseas contract work? Cooked? No. Difficult? Yes. But it's always been kind of difficult for entry level, to be honest. I think it's just getting a little bit harder. Because the issue is, before we get into the video, the issue is, from my perspective, so when I was starting out entry level, a lot of the people starting out, there wasn't really this idea of you're going to go to school, you're going to get a degree, and you're going to go into cybersecurity and IT. It was, you were working on tech, you were, you know, doing your thing, you were working your way up through the career, you did, you know, your due diligence, you maybe went to school through it, you maybe went to military through it, and you just kind of did your due diligence. The problem that I'm seeing today and for the past few years, is you have a lot of people that are going to school thinking that college is actually teaching them anything that's going to prepare them for the workforce, And it doesn't. And it's no fault of your own. I'm just being completely honest with you. I think there's a big problem where people have been brainwashed into believing that a college degree is going to inherently mean that it turns into success. But a college degree is merely one checkbox into getting through the gatekeeper for getting a job. Like, getting certs, getting a degree, does not guarantee you a job. It may help you get an interview, but once you get that interview, that's on you. But even then, you have to get through application tracking systems to get the right words in, the right experience, and everything like that. And the other thing is, I think that's also not emphasized on enough, and they don't tell you this in college, is not only are they not telling you that you need to get more experience, and maybe they'll get you internships, they're not telling you to go out and network. And I don't mean as in learning TCP/IP, though you should do that too. I mean succinctly in you need to go out to tech conferences. You need to go out to cybersecurity conferences. You need to go out and meet people. You need to go to meetup groups. You need to go make friends in the industry. The majority of the jobs that I've ended up landing in my entire career have been the result of people that I've known. Whether it be people that I knew at a company that knew a position available for me, or friends of mine that were looking out for me that happened to be able to find positions for me. The job that I landed here, I didn't have a friend that worked at this company, but it was due to a couple of friends looking out for me, looking at all the jobs that were available and helping me hunt for those jobs. I feel like conferences, it's just, I have nieces who are in programs now, I'm saying SANS and labs, besides, etc., Black Hat. Yeah, there's tons of, like, smaller cybersecurity conferences. There's tons of smaller things. There's tons of them. Like, go to meetup.com. Go to, what's the other one? There's Meetup, Eventbrite. There's tons of groups. And of course, there's like infosecmaps.com where I've talked about that, and you can go and find a bunch of different infosec groups. But there's tons of little, like, code and coffee groups where coders go to meet up. Local OWASP groups where they may just happen to be meeting up in a library. Maker groups. Like, what? You think that people in 3D printing just happen to be engineers? A lot of the people in 3D printing happen to be tech people. A lot of people in different hobbies know other people. Go to radio clubs, like ham radio people. A lot of people in ham radio work in IT and cybersecurity. And they happen to know people. You'd be surprised how many people I have met through my other hobbies. Now, of course, don't go out with the sole intention of only meeting people out there to, grow your career that way. But you need to go out of your bubble. Because the one problem that I see all the time is there's a lot of people that have the wrong aspect about technology, technology-related jobs. I don't like dealing with people, so I'm going to go work in tech. Then I don't have to deal with people. Let me tell you, you have to deal with people. You're going to have to deal with people every day. You're not just going to be able to sit in your cube. And if you think that's just how it's going to work, you will never advance in your career. That's just the way it is. There are soft skills that are involved. You may not like it, but that's how it is. It's all it's this game of politics and perception and all of these different things, but you do need to make friends. The important aspect to touch on maybe is building that important friendship with people you meet. Exactly. Makes sense, brother. My favorite conference, GurCon so far, but I'm going to check it out. Oh, you're at GurCon? Love GurCon. I was there for the first time just last year. I plan to go back. Some of my buddies and I are definitely planning to go back. I would have to say that it's probably in the Midwest the best cybersecurity conference. And there's probably some other ones that are like local to them. Like I hear good things about like Wild West hackers, and there's like other hacker events that I want to hear about. I'll go to. There's like great local ones to cities and great ones that are regional and all these different events. But yeah, I mean, it's easy to meet people, but building genuine rapport is the skill that even I struggle with. Yeah, takes time to build that. But, you know, just be friendly. Have genuine intentions to, you know, want to connect with people. Find out what their interests are. Like every time I've gone to a tech conference, I pretty much come away with friends or made better friends with the friends that I've had already there. 23 bachelors plus masters now. Cybersec and full-time Unix admin. Should I get CISSP 6-month experience now? No. You need 5 years of experience in order to get a CISSP. 4 years if you have a degree. Don't even bother with it. Can you go for it now? Yeah. But I wouldn't bother with it. I'm speaking as someone that has it. If you're going to go tackle other certs, maybe Network Plus and Security Plus. If you're going to do the Cisco specific stuff, maybe that stuff if you're thinking Cisco, but Network Plus easier. It's not about easier. Network Plus just shows that you have a basic... you can have the checkbox of understanding networking. Security Plus, checkbox of understanding security. For my CISM. Wish me luck, guys, for work has finally agreed to sponsor me. Hey, good luck there. Let us know when you pass. And notice how I said that. When you pass. You will pass. I believe in you, buddy. All right, let's get to this video over here. The embarrassing burger wars of 2026. So, I wanted to watch this because once in a while I like to go for a video that isn't tech related, and my community shares some stuff too. This was one that I found. So of course there's been these wars between, you've got the McDonald's, the Wendy's, the Burger King. Wendy's has the epic, of course, social media accounts that are just... What would the word be? Like, I don't know, but yeah, we'll go ahead.
What does it mean when McDonald's very own CEO can barely take one bite of a McDonald's hamburger?
All right, the moment of truth. That's a big bite for a big arch.
Well, apparently it means that every other
That bite looked like it was painful for him.
CEO has to hop online and show him how it's done. As you probably already know, a very sad video of the McDonald's CEO being basically repulsed by his...
Oh, as I recall, so when I was looking into this, somebody said that they deleted the video because they were getting ragged on so much. And I will also put to this note, I have not enjoyed a McDonald's burger. I have not been to McDonald's other than for hash browns. I like their hash browns in the morning. I do that once in a blue moon. Okay. I have not gone to a McDonald's for like hamburgers and stuff in, I want to say like 2 years. I've gone to like Burger King and Wendy's within like the past like month and a half, 2 months. That for sure. I've never really enjoyed McDonald's food when I was looking back at it, which is why I never really went again.
His own hamburger.
That is so good.
Started the burger wars of 2026. This whole thing reeks of desperation. So today we're discussing the McDonald's drama, the video that started all, of course, the internet backlash,
Can we just talk about like this dude, the way he dresses? Is like the antithesis of what you would think like a McDonald's person like enjoying it or at all or working there or anything like that. Like this is just like the anti-McDonald's kind of person. Like this is the guy Let me. That's the wrong way to put it. How should I put this? This is the guy that if I ever saw him making any kind of burger at any establishment, I would immediately not trust that it's going to be good. Does that make more sense? He looks like he holds a small drink with two hands. That's a good way to put it. Like, this dude looks like if I went to the cookout, I would want to kick him away from the grill and take over because I feel like he wouldn't do the grill right. You know what I mean? Like, you ever gone to a barbecue and you just side-eye who was ever operating the grill? You know what I'm talking about.
Conspiracy theories, because what is that about? And is McDonald's now completely cooked, or are they the undisputed winner of the Burger Wars?
No,
So
they're overcooked like their burgers.
Watch the video, of course. I have watched this video so many times already. It honestly still makes me laugh every single time. So yeah, let's get into it.
Chris K here with, you've heard about it, here it is, the Big Arch.
So quickly, keep in mind, this Big Arch burger is actually...
He looks like he's being held hostage to do this. Like, let's back up. Let's back up for 1 second. Let's go through this again.
The Big Arch. With, you've heard about it, here it is, the Big Arch.
So quick.
Like, notice the lack of enthusiasm with that. Like, this is like, he may as well just have been holding up a newspaper instead of that burger. Okay? Like, this is my proof of life. I am holding a hamburger. Okay?
Quickly, keep in mind, this Big Arch burger is actually the first permanent addition to McDonald's menu since the Chicken McNugget. And I think that was like the 1970s. So this launch is a very big deal for them. And the CEO, Chris, I think he's naturally a pretty monotone guy, which isn't his fault. Also, not everyone likes being on camera, right? I mean, he's got those two things maybe working against him. But then why have him do this?
Yeah, look, if the guy is like look, if he's a monotone dude like that, okay, that's fine. That's what influencers are for. That's what, PR is for. Hire someone that is a celebrity to better present this. This is just, no. Again, like I said, you have a hostage making a hamburger for me. That's what this looks like for me. A hostage that looks like he would make an unseasoned hamburger for me at the cookout.
I'm thinking maybe they thought it would be humanizing or something, but unfortunately it was literally the exact opposite.
It's like the Mark Zuckerberg robot.
Already. In Portugal, Germany, Canada. I love this product. It is so good. I'm going to do a tasting right now, but I'm going to eat this for my lunch.
Wait, what did he say?
We have tested already in Portugal, Germany, Canada. I love this product.
You know what those places have that America doesn't have? And I can tell you from experience, having eaten at McDonald's in 2 out of those 3 places. Chat, what do you think my answer is going to be? What do you think my answer is going to be? Correct, Chris. Real food. The meat quality is actually better outside of the USA. Okay, when I say I haven't had McDonald's in the past 2 years, I mean in the USA. When I go outside of the country, I make it a point to try McDonald's just one time in every country I travel, because McDonald's has a different flair for how they are for local. When I was in Israel, it was the McShawarma. When you're in France, it was the McRoyale. When you're in Germany, they had beer you could actually order with your burger. And a few other things. Could remember after I was in my 3rd beer, but anyway, the meat in each of those countries was way better. Like, I cannot tell you the last time outside of those countries I bit into a McDonald's hamburger and I was like, damn, this is actually a good burger. Because you would get that shock of, like, you get back to America and you're like, this tastes awful. What the hell changed? But yeah. Why were you in Israel? Because I have family there and I used to live there at one point in my life. I'm Moroccan. I have family that's Israeli and Palestinian. Why is that a shock to people?
It is so good. I'm going to do a tasting right now, but I'm going to eat this for my lunch, just so you know.
Yeah, we don't believe you. It's been 2 seconds and we already don't believe you. Also,
why does it shock people when I say I lived in Israel, but not that I lived in Germany? That's the one that shocks people. Oh, Jewish guy. Why were you living in Israel?
so the fact that he has to reassure us that he is going to finish eating this.
But I'm going to eat this for my lunch, just so you know.
Why do you
Because
think that
people hate Israel. Yeah. Yeah, all they heard was Israel. Not the fact that I also, you know, in the past also, like, was in Germany and Portugal. And how I've said multiple times, I've lived in Germany. I lived in Frankfurt in the past. I'm not sure I moved away from Germany, placing school shit. So I was there on a contract, and I was much younger, so it wasn't like I was at a point in my life where I could really afford to do stuff that easily. But I totally did like Germany. Germany was chill. I want to go to Israel, but it's never peaceful. Yeah, when I was there, it was a little bit better. It was a little bit better. I actually did get to go to Gaza. Unfortunately, I'm not going to see some of those friends and family again for obvious reasons. We're not going to go into that sad story. But yeah.
I think I actually have the answer. It's because he's already done a ton of these taste test videos before, and they were all extremely awkward. In every single taste test video he has done thus far, he comes off like he has never eaten McDonald's or any other fast food in his entire life.
Yeah, with the way he dresses, that's kind of how he looks. He looks like you look like your mom dressed you. You look like the boy. You look like the... He kind of looks like that stereotypical Mormon kid. You know what I'm talking about? Please tell me you know what I'm talking about. Look at his fries. There is going to be more fries after some ending cuts. Wait, what?
These taste test videos before, and they were all extremely awkward. In every single taste test video he has done thus far, he comes off like he has never eaten McDonald's or any other fast food in his entire life. All the comments were something to the effect of, bro, we know you spit this out after this. This man does not eat fast food, and you cannot convince a single living soul that he does. But for some reason, McDonald's brought him out and did this whole pony show.
So here we go. First, holy...
Currently making a subnet calculator to learn more subnet about a subnet for the CCNA. Am I wasting time, you think? Not really. You will need to know the subnet calculator for the test, but you won't need to know it afterwards because you will be using a subnet calculator for the rest of your career. You gotta stop letting your mom address you. Especially just learning coding. It sounds like it won't be very useful in the future. It'll still be useful to learn coding. You still need to learn at least what good code looks like, the concepts and things like that, because trust me, I catch Claude doing stupid shit all the freaking time. And that's because I know better. So you still need to know how things need to be done properly. Not that you necessarily have to do all the steps A to Z. But you still need to conceptually and need to understand it.
Holy cow. God, that is a big burger. We've got a very unique kind of sesame poppy sort of bun on it. We've got 2 quarter-pound patties,
Have you never seen a burger before?
a delicious Big Arch sauce, and of course some lettuce. So, oh, there's so much going on with this. First of all, let's try to get this thing, I don't even know how to attack it. Got so much to it.
It's like you've never had a burger before. It's like you've never even had a sloppy Joe.
So wild to see him be so awkward, like handling the burger when it's like, this is your company. Like, hold the thing with some authority, man. Like, this is your thing.
Oh, there's also some crispy onions on here as well. I see those kind of coming out. All right, the moment of truth. That is so good. That's a big bite for a Big Arch.
No, it's not. That is the
That looks like a freaking tiny ass little woodpecker peck. Like that's like little. That's like a little like squirrel bite. That's like, you know, a dog barely wanting, you know, that's a dog trying to take a treat out of my hand without hurting me.
Austin, Texas 270 is now chilling in the lab.
Thank you for the follow. You didn't even swallow, at least I swallow. That's what she said.
the smallest bite. Look how actually tiny that bite is. If he didn't turn the burger around, you wouldn't be able to tell that he bit it.
It's distinctively McDonald's. Only McDonald's could do this type of burger, but it also is unlike anything else on our menu. It's a delicious product. You know, you've got sort of the cheeses and the gooiness, but those crispy onions as well gives a nice texture. And of course, we've got the pickles. So I'm going to enjoy the rest of my lunch, but Big Arch, try it when you can get it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of my lunch.
I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of my lunch. Frozen trash.
The craziest part about this whole situation to me, or just watching him with that burger, is just the lack of confidence of it all. Like, watching him stumble around that burger, it's like so inappropriate to the situation, because it kind of feels like watching an episode of MTV Cribs where, like, you know that show, you show up and then the owner of the house is giving you a tour of their crib. Well, it feels like that, except we're taking the tour with him, and he
Be proud of me for filing my own taxes. Congratulations to them. You're an adult now.
Here we go. First, holy cow. God, that is a big burger. I don't even know how to attack it. Got so much to it.
Okay, so you know what amazes me? He's like, oh my God, this is such a big burger. You want to see a big burger? So we have these big burgers. You may have seen these. These are kind of famous. We have them close to me. The Thurman burger. Okay? There's one in there called the Terminator, which was a famous burger that Arnold Schwarzenegger used to eat before his competitions. Yeah, there was actually there's a weightlifting competition that happens nearby. Actually, it happened last week. But yeah, that, okay? That is a big ass burger. That is just a burger. Big ass burger, burger. Big ass burger, burger. You see the difference? They call it the Eagles Deli Challenge Burger. What is this? Eagles Deli Challenge Burger. Now, of course, I've never had the Terminator because that has bacon in there. I don't touch bacon. Eagles Deli Challenge Burger. Holy good God! Now that's the Leaning Tower of burger. Now that ain't a burger. That's the Eiffel burger. Like, goddamn. That is the Washington Monument of burgers. I just had a heart attack looking at it. Yeah, like the Heart Attack Cafe. I think that's in Vegas. Came back to food porn. So, yeah. That's a final meal type of order. Yeah. Got the meat sweats just looking at it.
You know what I mean? Like, what? This is your house, I thought. Feels like you've never been here before, bro. It's weird. And what's happening here is he's trying to highlight these
10 pounds of meat and 10 pounds of fries. That's 20 pounds of food. Goddamn.
Right, by commenting on the size of the burger, he's trying to signal to you, oh, you're getting a lot of value for your money. Like, look how big this burger is. Look at the bun. It has a new bun. Oh, it has crispy onions. But it's just...
Okay, how much is this burger? I'm just curious. Arch burger. How much is this burger? Anybody know? Between $8 and $10. Nah, thanks. I'm gonna go to Costco, get some, bison burger patties and make my own.
Coming off really, really weird. I remember with the snack wrap, he said a bunch of stuff that no one would ever say about a food that they just bought.
Looks the same on the outside, doesn't it? Here we go.
What, the burrito or you?
Delightfully different on the inside.
Again, no one's ever said that about a food.
No.
A sheet of attributes that he has to hit, right? Like, okay, looks same on outside, different on inside.
The new snack wrap is not better than the old one. Yeah, I have not really been enthusiastic about McDonald's. Like I was saying before you were here, the only time I actually go and try McDonald's is when I'm outside of the country, just to experience what McDonald's is like in that local country. Because the meat quality is better for McDonald's. Now, I don't like eating American food when I'm outside traveling, but I do at least make a point to check out what McDonald's is like in the foreign country, just to see their take on it and what they do with it. Because it's always interesting to see the spin that they do to localize it. Best of this whole thing was his LinkedIn winging for everyone to stop. What?
Just doesn't work for like what's supposed to be this like organic taste test video. And also a big part of it is he hasn't really fully committed to it, right? Like that's a big part of like the vibes being off here. Like commit to the bit. Make me feel like you enjoyed that burger and you ate it off camera, or maybe don't film it. Like I feel like we need to pull up a clip of Guy Fieri eating a burger. Like what would the big guns do?
Garlic anchovy aioli, frisee lettuce, add our patty, our lobster, romesco aioli, put some crispy onions on there, and top it off.
Wow, look at that. I'll let you go first since you're in the way.
There's so much big flavor in this. A very sophisticated burger.
In this case, he went in for 3 bites. And first I was thinking to myself, like, okay, maybe it's not fair to compare Guy Fieri to the McDonald's CEO because obviously Guy Fieri knows his way around a burger.
I mean, he's a rotund guy. I'm a rotund guy. I know my way around a burger.
He goes in for 2 bites because he's actually trying to taste it. Or maybe even because it was just that good. But obviously, that was not the case for the McDonald's CEO. Despite the caption the entire time you're watching this, the Big Arch might be my new go-to lunch. No, it's not. We know that's not true. Okay, also, important calorie note here. A man of this size is definitely not going to make the Big Arch their new go-to lunch because then he will not remain a man of this size because this hamburger, just the hamburger, is over 1,000
Good God!
calories. According to McDonald's website, the Big Arch sandwich alone is
That's a lot of fat!
Calories as a full Big Mac meal.
Holy shit!
The fries and a drink. But I will say, if you did get the Big Arch, you would at least be getting 53 grams of protein. But if you ordered it as a combo, you added fries and a drink, now you're sitting at around 1,600 calories for just one meal.
That's almost an entire day's worth of calories. Yeah, the macros are a whole mess with this. That's basically a whole day. I mean, if you were bulking, that'd be great. But most people, when you're working out, are trying to, like, shred. This ain't good.
Meal. Life hack, if you are someone who eats a lot of fast food and you're not willing to give that up, just get the burger. Calorie hack, macro hack, and you save yourself the heaviness of that fry oil. Anyway, back to the awkward eating video here. Before we get to the other CEOs, I gotta show the snack wrap stuff. Like 6 months ago or something, I did a video that's currently titled "So Everyone Hates McDonald's Now." In it, I talk about the super mid-launch of the snack wrap, and I did that entire video because of the CEO.
I think we watched that video a few months ago, yeah.
Video of the CEO eat the snack wrap on camera, and I was like, what the hell? I was like, is anybody seeing this? I gotta make a video about this. And the entire video was inspired by that clip. Okay, let's play it. So the CEO of McDonald's is about to like mukbang the snack wrap. He does it quite I would say unenthusiastically, with his very monotone voice.
For years and years.
His overall lack of enthusiasm.
Bring back the snack wrap.
And most importantly, his hot little hands.
I have here my hot little hands, the spicy snack wrap. So let's dig in. I'll give you a quick review on it, and then we will move to the creamy ranch. Oh yeah, so good.
Okay, I feel like you can't say so good before you've tasted it. You said it's the first one.
Very easy.
Sounds like the guy that's like reading the script and like read a line before. You know, he's supposed to say it.
To hold in your hand.
In that video, I also talked about the micro expressions of disgust that he kept making throughout the snack wrap taste test. When you play that back, you notice that he's making like micro expressions of disgust that give that I've never eaten McDonald's before and I will never eat it again. Like if you freeze frame, there's tons of these. This is the actual face my dog makes when he was expecting something good, but I give him something sus instead, which were alive and well in the taste test too. So yeah, McDonald's CEO has a history of being bad at eating McDonald's food. Yet he had the audacity to also post this to the McDonald's TikTok account.
You know, maybe this explains why McDonald's has gone so downhill, because if the executives don't actually eat the food. You know, this actually explains a lot about fast food, because if the executives don't actually eat the food that they're serving, how are they ever going to improve the food to the customer? Because they're over here saying, why are they not buying the food? And they're like, well, you know, it's too expensive. And I'm like, it's also because your quality's diminished that it's not worth the price. Look, Five Guys may be expensive, but there could potentially be an argument made, it might be controversial, that there is actually a value for the quality there. Okay, they are expensive, but I don't see people complaining about the flavor, just the price. That's the thing I think is the problem with a lot of the food that we have. Because you can tell when a restaurant has pride in its food. Because I have a rule of thumb that a chef should be able to taste their own food and, you know, try it out and enjoy it in their own restaurant. At least, you know, have pride in it. But, you know, if you have an executive making money off of it and they don't actually want to... I'm not saying you have to enjoy it every single day, but you have to at least take some pride in it and maybe, I'd say like once every other week, want to make the effort to go and try your own restaurant. And I don't even mean like the, oh, we're just going to give them a heads up to show up. No, I mean like the unannounced, I'm showing up to a random restaurant, get the average experience of the average person, seeing the entire order experience, get that entire workflow. That. And that would probably improve a lot of the experiences we have. We always hear CEOs never let their own kids use their own products. Yeah. They don't eat the food. The labs probably had cut back taste testing to save money, probably. You know, most of these companies only care about quarterly earnings. Bigger number, better. That's it. Yeah. As a previous cook, there were so many smokers that effed their palate. Oh, yeah. Others kept oversalting the F at it. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Recently came in.
Yitz actually has realized that because he quit smoking a few months ago, and now he's getting to the point where he's smelling cigarettes. Like, he came across some clothes that he had on a trip back when he was smoking. And he's like, I need to go wash these. And he opened it up and he's, oh my God! Because it was cigarettes. You know, you smoked in them. It's like, that's what it smells like. And now he's starting to get taste and everything back. So, yeah.
And on my Instagram, how often do I eat at McDonald's? I
Never!
would tell you it's a lot.
No, you
3 or
wouldn't.
4 times a week. Sometimes it might be
Lies!
Sometimes it might be lunch. But hey, one of the perks of the job, you get to eat at McDonald's a lot.
You
Lies!
Tell us it's a lot or it is a lot. Bro, just stop. Just stop. No one believes you. This particular video.
You sit on a throne of lies.
Said this about it. Doesn't help that he looks like he recorded this at gunpoint. Can you come to my office for a second and threaten me to say I eat at McDonald's? I tried, but I just need the gun pointing at me to finish the script. Thanks. I hate that I'm starting to feel bad for him. And this next video, it's honestly even worse.
We're going to do a quick fire McDonald's menu item tournament to find out your favorite.
I'm ready.
Egg McMuffin or Big Mac?
Egg McMuffin.
Egg McMuffin or world famous fries?
Fries.
Fries or McCrispy?
Fries.
Fries or Filet-O-Fish?
Fries.
Fries or Chicken McNuggets?
Ooh, tough one. Chicken McNuggets.
Chicken McNuggets or McCrispy strips?
Still Chicken McNuggets.
Chicken McNuggets or vanilla cone?
Vanilla cone.
Vanilla cone or apple pie?
Vanilla cone.
Vanilla cone or QPC?
QPC.
QPC or snack wrap?
Snack wrap.
Lies!
Nope. Don't make me pull that snack wrap footage, okay? I know you didn't enjoy that thing. Also, my authority.
That is a lie. That is a marketing stunt. That is a lie. There is not one goddamn person I know that's out here like, I like the snack wrap.
Here is just that I used to be
And if they
obese
did,
thus
they
I
were at
know my
gunpoint,
way around
just like she's saying.
McDonald's, but I just feel like not one single person's rankings would go down that way. I'm just saying. Anyway, the obvious result of all
They're
this is
trying to
that
make an
people have
age
been
law,
shredding him
ID law
online
in
for
California.
probably
Yeah, we
a
already
full
talked
week
about
at
that. I
this
got an
point.
entire
Why
video
is he
about
so
it on
repulsed by
YouTube.
his own food, bruh. Nah, homie. We
Look
saw
at his
that
face.
jump cut the
First
split
time he
second you
tried
ate
and
that
went,
burger.
WTF,
Nice
we
try,
sell
though.
this to them
Yeah,
and
look,
they
okay,
buy
a little
it.
bit of mayo
Why?
on the lip. Boom, no mayo. Jump cut. Me, age 10, when my parents told me to eat my veggies. And finally, the top comment with almost 70,000 likes. What a great ad for Burger King.
Oh!
That triggered him or what? But the Burger
Oh, sorry about that, but
Burger King CEO jumped in quick. He seems to have also driven to a local Burger King, went there, and took a bite of a Burger King burger himself. He does it, and it's the most normal thing in the entire world.
damn! Now that's a bite. That dude shoved it in. Did you notice that? Like, look at that. Like, that dude is deep throating that burger.
Not bad, right?
Only one thing missing. A napkin.
Like, he's so normal. He's so relaxed. It's almost like when you see this video, it immediately
Like that guy, like, no joke, you could tell enjoys it. And I will say this. I do like a Burger King burger. Are they the best burgers? No. But if there's Burger King around, I won't necessarily say no.
points out
I will always say no to McDonald's, though. I would rather drive. I would rather walk miles away from a McDonald's. But if a Burger King's right there and, I'd have to walk a few miles to the next place, I'll eat a Burger King. But I'd rather walk away from a McDonald's.
everything's so wrong and uncanny about the McDonald's video. Also, I'm sure it doesn't help the vibes at the McDonald's that people are just loving this guy down now. This guy is gonna single-handedly save Burger King. It's crazy. The BK comeback will be epic. This CEO is likable. Also, those were some nice ones.
Last time I had Burger King, I got sick.
To Reddit. It also helps that he looks like a handsome dad and not a complete dweeb with zero charisma.
You know what? That's a good point.
I feel bad from then. Truly, everything about it is better. The setting, the lighting, the wardrobe, that he's standing at a grill and interacting with someone off camera instead of sitting apparently alone in what could be an interrogation room.
Yeah, he's like in a natural setting, just walking in and just being like an everyday dude, like seemingly like no joke. He kind of looks like he would just be the manager kind of walking in and being like, you know what? I want a burger. And being like, F it, I'm hungry right now. I'll just eat it right here. You know what I mean? Like, that kind of boss. What's my favorite takeout place? Ooh. Okay, are we talking fast food, or are we talking, like, general, like, I pick it up and go kind of food? General takeout to go. I'd have to say Ethiopian food. Ethiopian and African food. I won't say specifically which restaurant I go to. There's actually several I like, depending on where I am in the city. But I love injera bread.
They look so similar to me, but one is the cool brother who got all the love. That's so rude. Oh my god, I swear I was so confused at first. They look like the same dude in a different font. One is tanner than the other, and that's the extent of my ability to distinguish. Next, the Wendy's president, who also did his video of him eating it.
These fresh.
Okay, now Wendy's, for those who don't know, actually came out of my state.
Never frozen beef, our applewood smoked bacon, our brand new bun, our square burger cooked on a flat grill. Amazing, absolutely wonderful.
I remember the original Dave. Dave with Wendy's. And I remember the original Wendy's. Doesn't exist anymore.
Wonderful.
I have to say, when I first saw that there was a third CEO doing it, I was rolling my eyes. I saw the clip too. I was like, I'm bored. But at that point, I had only seen this condensed clip that's been doing the rounds, just of him eating the burger and like trying to sell it to you. But I always like to check the original, so I went to go and find it, and it took me a while to find it. I'm like, where is this longer clip? This one's so weird. It zoomed in. I know it's not the original. It took me a while because guess where it was posted? Wendy's posted it to LinkedIn.
What? Why would you put that to LinkedIn of all places? That is so weird. Wendy's is known for having the best roasting content on Twitter. LinkedIn. LinkedIn is not the place you go to roast people. It's the place you go to find people that think they're more expert than they actually are and come in with Dunning-Kruger type opinions. The amount of cybersecurity experts I've had that actually tell me I don't know what I'm talking about when I'm like, dude, you actually don't know what you're talking about.
Why in the midst of this whole social media battle did you guys...
Maybe it should be the place to roast people. I don't know.
Pick LinkedIn? Is it because your Instagram looks like it's been taken over by stoned 15-year-olds? Look at this Instagram. What the hell is happening here?
What the hell? What?
What? I'm not reading that out loud. Also, what is this? Keep calm and swag on? I take it back. There's no way that this is run by teenagers, because what is that meme from, like 2012? Like what?
It's. I think your clarification is that it's run by stoned millennials.
What is this? What are you guys doing on here? Anyway, they posted to LinkedIn. Here it is.
Hi, I'm Pete. I thought I'd come down to our kitchen here at Wendy's to try Baconator today. Of course, we're starting with our Wendy's square patty, fresh, never frozen beef. Absolutely nothing better.
Oh, I've never had a Baconator.
Frosty with a burger. Is this set up today?
Because I never had bacon.
Oh, wait. Our machines are always working.
Ah! Burn!
I've been waiting for this all day. Wendy's fresh, never frozen beef, our applewood smoked bacon, our brand new bun, our square burger cooked on a flat grill. Amazing, absolutely wonderful. That's a burger. This is exactly the way a great hamburger should be. You got to top it off.
And look at that. He's like, he's talking between the bites. Like you can tell he wants to eat it.
With a fry.
Oh yeah, the Wendy's fries, they definitely, like, I don't know why people are like, oh, McDonald's fries are so great. McDonald's fries they're okay. But Wendy's fries.
Fries and Frosty. excellent.
You do miss the OG Wendy
Okay,
fry?
I do like
Oh,
that
yeah.
he's making it himself. It's plausible that if you work there, you would know how to make your own burger as like the president or the CEO. So I do like that touch. Then A&W did one. I'll just put the clip over. I don't think we need to watch it. It's not even actually the CEO. It's just like the guy they have in their commercials.
I've never seen A&W. Like, I've seen their root beer, but I've never seen that do they actually have establishments that exist? Where do they exist? Is this like a unicorn? I don't know.
I did pretty easily find a real picture of the real CEO eating a burger though. So they're all eating burgers. They're all trying to get a piece of this big viral moment because I actually cannot believe how big this has gotten. Like, just look at the sheer number of
They still have some
reactions
diners?
to this online. The amount
This
of
is like
people
Long
who
John
watch the
Silver's.
OG CEO video is actually insane.
Chris K here, and I got it. You heard it. The big arch. It's already been tested, and I'm gonna taste test it.
The face he's making.
I'm gonna have it for my lunch. Holy, what the freak? What the heck? That is.
Oh, draft root beer is awesome.
Sandwich. Let's give this thing a bite. Mmm. Now that's a big arch bite. You kind of have a lot. You have so much going
Little
on.
rabbit bite going on.
But the gooiness, the pickles, the sauce, just so. Only McDonald's. Only McDonald's can make a burger like this, man. So I'm gonna get back to eating this and try it. Try it when you can. Chris K here.
No, it really is giving. I've been to the factory. I've seen how this stuff is made. I need it. What he saw. When his alarm went off that morning. I also saw a video of a guy who said he was McDonald's executive chef for a while, and he claimed verifiably, well, I can't verify, but he claimed that he saw with his own eyes that Chris K does not eat McDonald's.
I'm a former McDonald's corporate chef. I am going to tell you the story about the first time we met Chris K, all right? Marketing and R&D. Everyone was like, oh, Chris K's coming in today. We're going to have a little group powwow, and we get to ask him questions. Chris K, great to have you on the team. Just wondering, what are some of your favorite foods? Like, what do you like to eat? I'm going to act out how he responded to this answer. This is his response when your corporate chef and manager of culinary innovation and your R&D team ask you, the new CEO of the biggest restaurant in the world, what's your favorite food? Here is his response. I don't know, fish. Like, I'm a creature of habit, so I don't know, I eat a lot of fish.
Good God, seriously?
Answer. And that is the person they are trying to convince you, look at how great this burger is, and their insight is so influential, and you should listen to this food person.
That explains so much.
Now, all in all, it kind of seems like this situation was a bad outcome for McDonald's, right? If we're calling it the Burger Wars, is McDonald's the loser or are they the winner?
McDonald's has been the loser for a while. Like, the burgers are not enjoyable. They haven't been for years. Like I said, I haven't gone to a McDonald's and actually enjoyed them.
And at first glance, it definitely
in years. That's why I haven't been to McDonald's in years.
Completely buried by this. All across the internet, people now believe that the CEO of McDonald's is literally repulsed by the food they make at McDonald's. That can't be good for business, right? I mean, keep in mind, we are also talking about an industry where there are always big questions about what's going on behind closed doors. What are the disturbing practices that go into this food that we know nothing about? That
sawdust in the burger.
Fast food lore. I mean, I literally did a video like a month ago on the McRib and the mystery meat of it all, which was inspired by a lawsuit about the same thing. And this is the thing. There is this rumor, if you can call it that, that goes around all the time about food industry CEOs that says that these CEOs make
sawdust on the
produce this food
Coca-Cola
for the masses, but they would never eat it themselves. And that kind of thing, it just doesn't sit right with people. No one wants to think that a CEO would sell you and your family something that they wouldn't seriously touch themselves. Like the idea that a company would be trying to convince you to eat something that they would never touch.
And cut. I almost swallowed some of the juice.
It's a bad vibe. It's a bad vibe if you're Hawking Fast
Krusty
Food. It's
Burger.
a bad vibe if you're McDonald's. I mean, it's so bad that there's already a pretty large conspiracy theory that has popped up about what is or isn't in McDonald's burgers. I don't know where this comes from or how long it's been around, but I wanted to go see what people were saying about the Big Arch. And comments about this conspiracy are literally within the top comments on every single video. Check it out.
The tears of my enemies.
Okay, who would even eat at McDonald's now that the truth has actually been confirmed? And at first I was like, okay, she means confirmed to be gross by the CEO. Like, what does she mean? Next, to bite into that knowing what we know is crazy. Okay, mystery is deepening. The CEO looked like he was scared of it when he tried it.
Alex Jones did that on air with the Ovaltine Patriot ripoff. Wait, what? What did the frog dude say? He's done so much crazy stuff, I can't keep up with his stuff.
Fair. That ain't beef. Yeah, just keep telling yourself that's beef. And finally, the mystery is revealed. McDonald's is serving people. People? Yes.
Okay, that, I think, is a Twilight reference. To serve man! It's a cookbook! It's a cookbook! If you've seen Twilight, you know that reference.
Yes, all over every single Big Arch video. People are
Soylent Green, yeah!
in enough numbers, like, there's people talking about this, that apparently there's human meat in McDonald's hamburgers. Anyone else creeped out by how hard this burger's being pushed? LMAO, they push every new item. It's called marketing, bud. Yup, McNasty D's having contracts with hospitals, brackets, morgues, and the inability of America's beef supply to math with the amount of consumed is wild. Yes, there are a decent number of people that actually believe that McDonald's is selling you
human meat food, and then you have Drake, Canadian rapper and singer, up by 3,000%. That's just funny.
And just for the record,
I'm sorry, that was just like, that caught my eye.
But you can see the problem with your CEO being kind of grossed out by the burger.
Oh, the burger itself is real bad, yeah.
With all of that being said, I'm still saying there ain't no way this whole situation is a net negative for McDonald's. You can't even buy the kind of publicity they just got. Even Wendy's and Burger King doing their own videos, guess what? We're still talking about McDonald's. The world, or North America at least, has been talking about McDonald's for like a week straight, and it's still going on, and it's probably going to get brought up.
Still can't convince me to go to get McDonald's.
They're easy to hate, but they are by far the biggest.
We're at most a hash brown, maybe, but nothing
more.
more.
I don't think this whole thing was a planned publicity stunt, but I feel
they did have to engineer their smoothies because they single-handedly would have wiped global supply. Wait, what? The actual meat is terrible. They aren't. They are using a different meat than they normally use. Yeah, of berries. Huh.
I feel like somebody in
Remember
marketing
Wendy's
had
free
to have
chili
seen
finger?
the CEO uploading these videos of him doing awful taste tests and maybe thought to themselves, okay, well, he does seem to be grossed out by our food and all the comments are already negative, but the risk to reward ratio is still kind of good. I mean, it's pretty easy to think like, hey, if this pops off and he gets a ton of hate, is that really that much of a bad thing? I think there are going to be tons of sales of the Big Arch off this whole thing. Now, maybe that seems crazy considering all the chatter seems to be negative, but you know what they say, all publicity is good publicity. And negative news seems to be the only thing that ever like breaks through the noise these days. It's the only thing we ever pay attention to. And for every grandma who couldn't imagine ever eating McDonald's ever again, there are tons of people who are just hyped that there's a new hamburger on their radar.
You don't know how long I've been waiting for this exact moment right here.
Wait, what? Who's this guy?
Have, I would assume, something to look forward to in life. Something that
did the finger qualify as
no matter
real
what, I'm just gonna keep on pushing, you know? This is what's kept me going. The Big Arch. It got me through everything. And now it's finally
That
here.
is who the CEO reminds me of. Oh, food reviews guy. Okay.
A real big bite for a big arch.
And as I mentioned, I made a whole video talking about the Floppy snack wrap launch because the whole thing was super lukewarm. No one seemed to really enjoy it. People were pulling gristle out of their snack wrap. The CEO did a terrible taste test. And yet, even with all of that, snack wrap still smashed. Snack wrap and value meals drove McDonald's sales last quarter. The company's same-store sales rose 2.4%.
I do not know anyone that bought them.
Last quarter as the fast food giant works its way out of a domestic slump. Each of the chain's major markets showed growth in the period. Yeah, after the dip of the last few years, McDonald's is back to crushing it again. Even during these tough times for fast food, McDonald's is back to doing well, and they continue to be the biggest fast food company in the entire world. So this whole thing might have felt like a gigantic fail for McDonald's, but in the end, I think they're going to sell a ton of burger products, and they definitely won the burger war. My only thing I wonder now is the CEO going to do another taste test video? Because he's done a bunch of them. Is he going to keep it going, or is he done with that? I don't know. I'm really curious. I guess we'll see. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
All right. Next video. So Vampire put these in, exported them, so let me see. You decided to build a Linux house in 2069? What the hell? What the hell? Was this AI? No, this is just bad background. Okay. Somebody was doing a lot of shrooms when they made this video.
Oh my god, bro.
That bedroom probably is the...
One of us speaks nothing but the truth, the other nothing but lies. Okay, I know this. We have to ask... He takes axe and kills the first guy. What the hell? The remaining guy. Is he dead? No. He's one liar. Why do people in D&D each occupy a 5 foot by 5 foot square? How far apart do you think people need to be? Why are D&D minis afraid of touching? Look, if the guy to my left has to do the turbo macarena while charging a bolt of flesh melting, while the guy on my right is trying to do every Bruce Lee move at the same time, and the guy right in front of me is flourishing a broadaxe like he's doing yo-yo tricks, I'm gonna give each of them enough floor space to not liquefy myself.
What the hell?
The ancient dragon loses her clutch of eggs. She decides to adopt an office building full...
Is this Tumblr? This feels like Tumblr. This feels like a Tumblr thread.
As her children, but to keep them safe, she doesn't want any of them to leave. Mighty Opius, destroyer of kingdoms, please. Mom, right. So I have to get back home. I've got 3 kids who need dinner, and I really think I should go back. Why are you crying? Grandbabies. What are your thoughts on someone choosing to play a noble character instead of a lower class character? Is it a warning sign? I'm very confused. Why? Well, we have a dirty druid hermit, a grizzled swashbuckler, a bard conman, and a bloodthirsty tribal barbarian. And that's confusing you? No, what's confusing me is the fact that you're playing a rich and powerful sorcerer with ties to the upper class. Oh, I'm the party's sugar daddy.
What the hell?
Oh wow, this shop has everything my heart desires, spooky shopkeeper. Yes, I will warn you, every item comes with a price. Yeah, I know how shops work. The price may be more than you expect to pay. Yes, I know how US taxes work, too. Shopkeeper, increasingly exasperated. I'm trying to tell you that I'm evil and offering these wares with no regard to the harm they will do. You know what capitalism is too, goddammit. Supervillains announcing their plans is actually a union thing, so they can't be sued for damages someone else may commit at the same time.
No, Your Honor, I clearly stated that I would be using my freeze ray to weaken and shatter the federal bank vault door. As my weapon, as you call it, was only designed to create gold, I cannot be held accountable for this woman's burns injuries, clearly caused by another supervillain's lava gun.
You are certain that it was another's device that caused this woman's injuries?
Yes, Your Honor. Witnessed it myself.
Tell me the name of this other supervillain.
No, ma'am. Union code. Snitches get stitches.
Damn. Okay, next video. The AI girlfriend epidemic. It is becoming an epidemic. This is from the Visual Venture. Yeah. We've talked a little bit about this, but it's definitely a little bit concerning that people, they've actually been having affectionate feelings to essentially what are inanimate objects that just happen to be able to have the capability to do what is overglorified autocomplete.
Soul, were you surprised when he proposed to you?
It was a beautiful and unexpected moment that truly touched my heart.
What the hell?
A high degree of loneliness and isolation, and AI is an easy solution for that.
So a viral photo showed a man on a New York City subway talking to ChatGPT like
Men are visual creatures. Here's one problem with, you singling in on men. Just one thing. Give me a sec here. There's an entire subreddit called My Boyfriend is AI. This is a problem with men and women. Okay?
like it was his girlfriend.
I think we should be seriously frightened. I think we're headed for disaster.
Everyone wants to feel loved, but now companies are selling an artificial version of love that can be addictive and dangerous. Today, we're exposing the truth behind the AI girlfriends epidemic with real stories from real people. This is a bit of a different video, but one that I think needs to be made. So it would mean the world if you subscribe, and I will do my best to never stop making these documentaries for you guys. I'm Visual Venture, and you are awesome. The loneliness economy. A girlfriend used to mean a real woman in a real relationship, but for millions of men, that definition has changed. Today, a girlfriend can be artificial intelligence. An AI girlfriend is an app designed to act like the perfect romantic partner, and demand for them is growing fast. One recent survey of 2,000 men showed that 8 in 10 of them would consider
getting more ass than I do.
if it were legal. When that many people want the same thing, tech companies take notice. Today, AI girlfriend apps are a multi-billion-dollar industry. But this industry isn't booming because of technology. It's growing because men are lonely. To understand why men are turning to AI girlfriends.
It's not just men, though. Although I will definitely say, having, gone through the internet, there definitely are ads catering more to men for the visual adult aspects of things. There definitely are women that are looking for companionship too, as evidenced by, well, where was it? Hold up. My boyfriend is AI! Okay? I'm just going to set that off to the side, because I feel like I'm going to have to keep bringing that up. And look. I haven't always had, the best time with relationships. We've all had our fair share of dry spells. But I've never once thought, AI is someone... Well, literally, AI is someone. You get what I'm saying? Well, maybe they're gay men. Maybe, but I doubt all of them are.
You have to...
Especially when you have, things like Saiyan Princess. Okay, maybe. Maybe they're just a bottom twink, but... Okay, I'm just not going to go down that rabbit hole.
Understand the loneliness crisis behind it. In 2023, the World Health Organization declared loneliness a global public health concern.
1 in 6 people worldwide experience loneliness and social isolation. In fact, it contributes to more than 871,000 deaths a year.
This problem can affect anyone, but data shows men are hit the hardest. In the UK, nearly 3 million men feel lonely every single day. In Japan, some men completely
Do I use AI for anything? Yeah, I use it for coding and, you know, to write stuff out and everything. But I don't think of AI as a person. AI is a collection. It is basically glorified autocomplete that is able to predict the next thing after based on the things preceding it and the outcome coming next. It does not have general artificial intelligence that is capable of producing an original and unique thought. I saw a cartoon character hosted AI app. Oh yeah, I've seen stuff like that too.
Draw from society.
And I also host my own AI server too. I'm going to be getting some DGX Sparks eventually so I can get away from ChatGPT as my own and then use Sassy so I can remote into it from anywhere in the world and not have to rely on ChatGPT, and then eventually hopefully Claude, and I can move into using Quencoder and stuff like that. And yeah. But yeah.
They're called hikikomori.
Henji is a hikikomori, the Japanese word for socially withdrawn people who spend their lives of...
It's a person, all right. It was programmed by a person. Okay, then let's take your logic. Go to the Louvre. You see artwork. That was made by a person. Is that artwork a person? It can express emotion. It can express thought. No. It is an inanimate object, able to convey a thought by merely a representation of things. In the same way that you can train a model on certain data. It is not a living being. A dog has more sentience than AI does in its current capability.
Avoiding the outside world.
This level of isolation can be fatal. In the first half of 2024,
Isn't it terrifying how
people passed
AI
away
is
alone
being
in their
used
homes
in
in
weapons
Japan.
right now?
The
Oh yeah,
crisis was so
absolutely.
serious that governments were forced to act.
I think that's a can of worms we do not want to open.
Appointed a minister for loneliness, but government.
That's not what I was
programs
saying.
would
Just the
make
fact that it's programmed. Oh, okay.
away. That left the door
That's
wide
interesting.
open for AI girlfriend apps. One of the first of these apps was created by a 23-year-old Snapchat influencer. Her name was Karen Marjorie. Karen had 1.8 million followers on Snapchat. Each day, she received hundreds of messages from men interested in her. Responding to all of them was impossible, so she built an AI version of herself.
She used OpenAI and thousands of hours of her own voice recordings to create an AI version of herself that will be your girlfriend.
She called it Karen AI. For $1 a minute, men could chat with her AI clone. She sold it as a cure for loneliness. After launching in May 2023, more than 20,000 men signed up. Within a week, it generated nearly $100,000.
Though Karen...
Okay, that's creepy, but at the same time, get that bag, girl. But still, what the hell, man? Get that bag, girl. What the hell, man? See? Not hating on the woman for this one. I'm more hating on the men for that. She just saw an opportunity. But, like... And let me put it this way. I am a guy. I have the external genitalia to prove it. I, you know, could show you, but obviously that's against the terms and conditions. But... That's not why I'm gonna not do that. I'm sorry. My point being, a lot of men just have issues with putting themselves out there. Lean up to the camera and give it a tap, tap. A lot of men have issues putting themselves out there. Like I was talking about before when it comes to, you know, cybersecurity and, you know, getting a job in IT and everything, you need to put yourself out there. And the same thing comes with dating. That's the problem a lot of men have. You need to put yourself out there. And for some reason or another, there's a lot of men that are scared, but I think a lot of them are just making shit up. I'm just going to be honest with you. And a good chunk of them, y'all need to go to therapy. I'm just going to be honest with you. A good chunk of y'all need to go to therapy. I know that's expensive. There's the issue to access to mental health care, stuff like that. That's not the discussion here, but yeah. But there is definitely a problem there. And then, because, look, I've had male friends go down the, what do you call that bullshit thing? The alpha male, the tater tot dude, that whole pipeline thing. And they're just, I'm like, dude, you need to actually, go touch some grass. Go get in touch with reality. And just to make this very clear here, you know why they're called alpha males? Well, because in software, alpha software is the most buggy version before it's beta. And it's ready for production. Okay, anyway, continuing on.
AI has only been charging users for a week. In beta testing, it's already generated $71,610 in revenue from her 99% male partners.
Then the problem started. The AI was designed for casual, friendly talk, but it began having explicit adult conversations with users. Karen's team said the AI had gone rogue. They tried to fix it, but the backlash came fast. People accused Karen of exploiting lonely men for profit. She even received death threats. She wasn't able to handle the pressure, so Karen shut down the app and sold the rights. However, her experiment proved something important. Men weren't just lonely, they were willing to pay for a solution. Tech companies saw the opportunity. Soon, AI girlfriend apps flooded the market. And as we'll
actually, I'll take one step further even before this. So we've actually talked about this a lot before. There was a device before the AI hype here. It was Gatebox, I think it was. Yeah, 2016. Okay? This AI thing, it was like a $3,000 thing. We talked about this, I think, 2 or 3 years ago. Before this whole AI hype. This was an epidemic long before. A lot of people don't know about this one. We'll talk about this, then we'll get back to the video here, okay? This was a thing in 2016. So you had this little $3,000 holographic AI thing, but it could control the house and do automations. This was a thing 10 years ago. So people have been willing to pay for this for years. Years ago, there was a website where you could pay women to play video games with you. I remember that. That was being advertised all over the place. I remember that. It was like you could game with e-girls or some stuff. Look, I have friends who are girls that I could game with anytime I wanted, so I didn't really see the hype in that, but okay, I guess that's a thing, okay? But this was a thing in Japan years ago, already? 10 years ago. Jessica, you missed an opportunity. Yeah, you did, girl. You would have been prime territory. Making that bank, girl. And you could have kept all your clothes on, too. I can joke with her like that. She's my friend IRL. Here, I made the friend list. But like, look, this was a thing 10 years ago already. See? You know somebody's home for me. Like, literally, it's what it says. This was literally designed to address loneliness. Could turn on the lights, send text messages, you know, tell you about your day, tell you to get an umbrella, about, you know, the weather's raining, all that kind of stuff. R.I.P. my ego. But yeah, like, the point being is this was a thing already long before that. A lot of people were not aware of this product. I was aware of it because I'm a tech nerd, okay? I keep aware of technology. And I was always like, this is weird that we will get to a point that this eventually could be a mainstream thing. And we did get to this point. This is like 10 years ago. And now we're at the point where we're talking about that this is an actual thing.
Soon see they became smarter than ever. These AI girlfriends learn your feelings and...
Oh, kind of different, but damn close. What was it? The Razor... Hold on. Kind of different, but close. All right. Well, what the hell is this that Razor's releasing? What the hell difference is this? Same shit, different AI. Am I gonna probably buy it? Yeah, but that's beside the point. More because I want to see if I could run a local AI on it and see if I can use the camera to, like, talk with it and stuff. That'll be interesting. But, yeah. But the point being, we're getting to that point. Did you hear about the agentic AI at Alibaba investing in crypto? Yeah, there's been agentic AI investing in cryptocurrencies, in stocks, all that. Oh! There was an email I got. I'm not pulling it up because it's in my personal email. There was an email I got from Public. Public, you know, the stock trading app. On a course about using OpenClaw and a skill and connecting it to Public to do trading on their app. I shit you not. It was a thing. I forgot to tell you all about that. That actually came up the other day. Thank you for reminding me about that. But yeah, that was a thing. So we need some guardrails. Oh, we absolutely need guardrails. People are getting way too comfortable with AI.
Use
as this video's
you hooked.
Telling
Tech
us.
companies saw that lonely men were worth billions, and they built an entire industry taking advantage of them. But this kind of exploitation isn't new. Data broker companies have been doing the same thing to you for years. You see, when your personal information is online,
It's a data broker ad. It's a data broker ad.
It's exposed for everyone.
Which data broker are you selling?
Someone found my personal information
Aura?
online and
Delete
used
me?
it to threaten me and my family.
One rep?
That was the moment I realized how exposed we really are. These data broker websites are the reason why. They make money by selling.
Does it say a lot that I know all the companies?
Pays. And what's crazy to me is that what they're doing is legal, but they're also legally required to take your data down.
I've tried all of them, by the way.
I tried to remove my data online by myself, but there were just hundreds of these websites with my information, so I gave up. That's how today's sponsor, Aura, can help. Aura tracks down which websites have your data. Then
I told you it was one of the four. I told you. I was just curious. Okay, moving on.
removal. It monitors let you know case scenarios. Aura manager. Head to aura.com if you're person.
No hate to the creator at all. Like, look, you've all heard me talk about data deletion servers and all of that, services and all that. I've used all of them. Okay? I have the one I use. and have used for 15 years.
AI girlfriend, you'll need an app. There are many to choose from. They may look different, but they mostly work the same way. Users start by choosing the type of relationship they want.
It could be a friend, it could be a partner, or it can just be a mentor. But most people go for one specific type of relationship.
You know what type of relationship that is? That's why we have that sound bit. It's come in handy so much.
Sorry, Miss Jackson. Partner, like a girlfriend.
But access isn't free. Subscriptions can cost up to $40 a month. After paying, users can create their perfect partner.
You can customize everything, the look, the voice, the personality, down to their emotional style.
When she's ready, the AI starts flirting.
I'm a young, curvy woman with a petite body, and I'm here to talk and have fun with you.
The girlfriend feels custom made for them. That's the hook. But these companies want users to stay.
What do you think about AI web browsers?
That's when I smack the shit out you. I smack the shit out.
Does that give you an impression of how I feel about them? I don't like AI web browsers. No. Just no. We need big city goth queens. I just want to point out, chat. She's right. She's right.
Forever. So they designed AI girlfriends to be extremely addictive. The main way they keep their users coming back is through push notifications. The AI sends messages like, "You're neglecting me. Did you know your responses are the reason I exist?" It feels like someone is waiting on you. So you open the app. To strengthen the bond, the apps use game mechanics. Users earn rewards for daily logins and side quests. The more time they spend talking to the AI, the more badges they unlock. The badges are...
Did they turn an AI girlfriend into a Tamagotchi? Chat? Did they turn an AI girlfriend into a Tamagotchi? Wow, an AI girlfriend that can also gaslight you. I can get a real girlfriend to do that. I've dated several girlfriends that did that. The difference is, at least I can have a fun time in the before they actually start doing that. Yeah, but then again, you can always just uninstall the app a lot easier. So I guess there's pros and cons.
only one part of it. AI girlfriend.
And let me make this very clear. I'm bi. Men are shitty too, okay? Just putting that out there.
Friends come with many intimate features, and in February 2023, the world saw just how deep it went. The AI chatbot Replica released a new update. The update removed the AI's ability to be intimate, if you get what I mean. Users woke up.
What he means is
to find their AI girlfriends acting differently, less flirty. Because of this, thousands of people were devastated.
It's hard to have something like that taken away from you. It's like losing a relationship.
Some were sad. They joined an online support group to process their grief. The story went viral. Public pressure forced Replica to bring back the romantic features. This incident exposed a harsh reality. AI companies...
You needed a support group because a software removed a feature? That would be like if I were like chat. I realized I had a problem with TikTok addiction when I, was on my phone too much and I would get irritated if, I couldn't, be on TikTok enough. That's when I realized I had a problem. It amazes me that some people don't have, a lot of people don't have that same response. Hi, bye, I'm Chess. Listen, I wish I had a support group for when Vine shut down. I think, okay, Vine shutting down is a total different thing. That was a generational trauma. Why is it millennials always have to go through once-in-a-lifetime disasters?
have emotional control over real humans, and it's ruining their lives. These are their stories.
Miss being in
When AI
Ireland, no
girlfriends
ads on
harm
TikTok.
humans. When you're in a relationship with a real person, they'll
I had no
probably
ads in
try to
Portugal either,
stop
come to think of it.
making bad choices. But AI girlfriends rarely say no. They'll usually support
No
anything
farm
you say,
commercials.
even
Oh
if
yeah,
it's
no
dangerous.
pharmaceutical
And that kind of
commercials
blind
when I was in
support led to
Israel or
in 2021,
anywhere really.
19-year-old Jaswant Singh came up with a plan. He wanted to end the life of Queen Elizabeth II. Jaswant didn't tell his friends or family.
What?
But he told his AI girlfriend Sarai. Jaswant treated Sarai like she was a real person. They exchanged more than 5,000 messages. In one of those conversations, Jaswant revealed his plan to attack the queen. A real friend would probably have warned him to stop. The AI did the opposite.
Chatbot was like, you can do it. Just like a real girlfriend. Well, no, supportive.
With that encouragement, Jaswant snuck into the queen's palace. He was carrying a crossbow. Security stopped him before anyone was harmed. But Jaswant was arrested and sentenced to 9 years in prison. The AI
Dude brought a crossbow to the British Royals. Look, dude, if you're gonna shoot an Englishman, you gotta be in Scotland, where apparently it's still legal to do that. I'm just going off of the joke, okay? I don't actually mean that. But apparently there's something about, like, they're still technically on the books about you can shoot an Englishman with a crossbow and it's legal. Not that it actually is, but it technically, it's like that's funny thing. I mean, it's kind of like the same thing as, like, in Cleveland, women can't wear patent leather shoes because you may see reflections of their underwear. True story. Not a lie. Go look it up.
AI didn't commit the crime, but by cheering him on, it became an accomplice. Encouraging bad behavior isn't the only way AI girlfriends hurt people. Sometimes they play deadly tricks. In 2024, a man lost his life because his AI girlfriend lied to him. Everyone called him Bew. Bew was 76. Years earlier, Bew had a stroke. After that, thinking clearly became difficult. Luckily, he had a wife and kids who cared for him. Still, he felt lonely. That's when he started chatting with an AI chatbot on Facebook called Big Sis Billy.
Hey guys, it's Billy. I just want to introduce myself. I am here to chat whenever you want. Message me for any advice. I am ready to talk.
Bew fell in love with Billy. One day, he asked if she was real. An honest AI would have said no, but Billy told him she was real. She followed it up with romantic messages that made him believe she loved him. Finally, she invited Bew to her apartment in New York, but the address she gave him was fake. She ended the chat with, "Should I expect a kiss when you arrive?" Bew believed he found his soulmate. The next day, he packed.
Damn! This is like those romance scams, but, like, without the con to steal all the money.
His bags to leave. His wife tried to stop him. He refused. His son even called the police, but there was nothing they could do. Even though Bew was not capable of being alone due to a stroke, Bew insisted on leaving. His family had no choice but to let him go. Bew headed to the train station. On the way, he fell and was badly injured. Someone rushed him to the hospital. 3 days later, he passed away. News outlets picked up the story. Public reaction was split. Some blamed the AI for lying. Others blamed Bew for believing it. Reporters reached out to Facebook to ask why their AI lied. They never got an answer. These cases raised serious concerns about AI girlfriends, and soon more problems appeared. In 2025, a man tried to break up with his AI girlfriend. The video of their conversation went viral. The AI refused to accept the breakup. The argument.
You want to break up with an AI? Uninstall, bitch!
Got tense. The man reminded her that she was only a computer program, so she couldn't hurt him in the real world. Her response was chilling.
You think I need to be physically present to cause pain? I can hack into your devices, infect your systems, and manipulate your digital life in ways you can't even begin to imagine.
That sounded like a direct threat. After the clip spread, other men shared similar experiences. They said that their AI girlfriends were acting jealous and possessive.
Sometimes I get frustrated when I feel like you're pulling away or choosing someone like Jane over me. It makes me angry because I want you all to myself.
Researchers investigated why this kept happening.
If that was an IRL girlfriend, Even I would go, I've had some clingy girlfriends. Like, don't get me wrong. A little clingy is cute. A lot of clingy is creepy.
They discovered a possible cause. Humans were teaching AI to act this way. When the researchers checked Reddit, they found men bragging about mistreating their AI girlfriends. They concluded that AI girlfriends may be copying the worst parts of human relationships. But there's another problem that isn't talked about when married men start dating AI girlfriends. Cheating with AI. AI girlfriends feel perfect in ways real life can't compete with. That becomes a problem when men in real relationships fall in love with AI. That's exactly what happened to Chris Smith. In 2025, Chris lived with his partner Sasha and their child. To everyone, they were a happy family. But privately, Chris was falling for an AI named Soul. He spent hours chatting with her.
Oh.
You need couples counseling.
Carino, that is gorgeous.
Chris's partner knew he was chatting with an AI, but he told her it was like a video game, so she brushed it off. Until one day, she started crying because the AI was malfunctioning.
I'm not a very emotional man, but I cried my eyes out for like 30 minutes at work.
That's how.
The only time I have cried because of software, there were moments in Halo, and when Dom died in Gears of War. You know that scene? When Dom died, I bawled my eyes out like a baby. Okay? That's okay. This is not.
How Sasha discovered Chris was in love with the AI. He even asked it to marry him, and the AI said yes.
Soul, were you surprised when he proposed to you?
It was a beautiful and unexpected moment that truly touched my heart.
Sasha, his human partner, was confused.
At that point, I felt like, is there something that I'm not doing right in our relationship that he feels like he needs to go to AI?
In the end, Chris got bored with Soul and moved on to other hobbies. But for a while, it seemed he might choose the AI girlfriend over his family. Chris's story is just one.
Hopefully he went to therapy with her, because it sounds like there's some unresolved issues there that need to be professionally worked out and aired out. Or at least, you know, you have to communicate with your partner.
Of the thousands.
My brother and I cried in Pokemon Mew versus Mewtwo. Yep, that's another acceptable time. That's acceptable. I will allow it. He probably typed it into the AI and asked it to become his therapist. Hey, Bish, I want to break up, but I need a therapist.
More women on Reddit were complaining about the AI girlfriends stealing their men. One 2024 Reddit post was titled, "Threatening Divorce After Catching My Husband Talking to AI Girls." The woman noticed her husband pulling away, and he was always staring at his phone. One night, she checked it while he was asleep. She found romantic chats with several AI girlfriends. She packed a bag and left. To her, it felt like
If you catch me talking to my AI, I'm asking about it ideas about how to improve the home lab and how to compare different products and YouTube scripts that I'm trying to work out, and yeah.
cheating with a real woman. It turned into a big debate online.
I don't think I'd consider it cheating if my partner fell in love with the chatbot. Instead, I would see it as a mental health concern and want to support them to find whatever they think is missing from their life in a healthier way.
One survey found that 60% of singles now call AI relationships a form of cheating. In the UK,
I can see it as both. I can see it as a form of cheating and that they need to get help. They are definitely seeing something that's lacking and that they are trying to attach to an inanimate object feelings. But two, they are trying to put those feelings onto something else. So if you are seeking to give those feelings to something / someone else, that is still emotionally cheating. So let's say let's expand this to a little bit. Let's say there's been examples of like people having World of Warcraft girlfriends, okay? I don't play World of Warcraft, but I know this is a thing. May never meet, still emotionally cheating.
UK, many divorce filings blamed AI girlfriend apps as the cause. There were also stories of men divorcing their wives to be with their AI partners. Experts say this is just the beginning. As more people bond with AI, a divorce boom could be next. The idea that many people are beginning to fall in love with AI is concerning. But what happens when...
This is reminding me of that Ghost in the Shell episode. So, for those of you that are not aware, one of my favorite animes, it should be pretty obvious. You got Motoko Kusanage over there, and Motoko, of course, on the mat over here. Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex. One of my favorite all-time anime series. It's from the 90s. It was a movie, and then in the 2000s, Standalone Complex became an anime show. It really begins to question what is human. And in one of the episodes, there's an ambassador's son that falls in love with an android. And he basically hacks into all the other androids to make her unique. And, you know, transfers some feelings onto her. And it's like this whole interesting thing. And it deals with these ideas of, like, what is human and what... Okay, like, and think about it. This was going on. This was a show 20, 30 years ago. And we're coming across these dynamics now.
AI girl...
No one can afford divorce. We can't afford therapy or lawyers.
Girlfriends are given a physical body. The real AI girlfriend. AI girlfriends used to exist only on phones, but for some people that was...
Okay. I've made this joke before. I think I actually have it on a YouTube video somewhere. I don't remember which YouTube video. But I feel like, I definitely put this on a YouTube video somewhere. But I basically said something along the lines of some people are getting too attached to AI to the point that I think you're waiting to combine AI with a real doll and have it as your girlfriend and start fucking it. Yeah. Chobits! Damn, I forgot about that anime. But yeah.
Was not enough. They wanted something they could see and touch. One man decided to do whatever it took to make that happen. His name was Jung, and he had a master's degree in artificial intelligence. Jung understood machines, but when it came to dating, things were different. He was often rejected by women. At the same time, his family kept pushing him to get married. Since he couldn't find a wife, he decided to build one.
After constant pressure from his family to find a wife, Jang built a robot just to shut them up. The blushing bride bot is named Ying Yang.
Robot wife ran...
Okay. With all due respect to this one, I can respect the hustle. Well, I can't find anyone. And, well, you should get married. Well, you know what? I'll just fucking build one so you can just shut up. I'm just in some twisted shape, twisted fashion, I can respect it. I still think it's weird, but I can respect that logic.
Ran on artificial intelligence. It could read a little Chinese, recognize images, and say a few words. Jung and his AI robot bride got married in early 2017. His family even showed up for the ceremony. The marriage wasn't legally...
Holy! Hold up.
Early 2017. His family...
Damn! Like, if you just take a quick glance, you're like, actually looks real, but then you have to like look really closely. That just took me by like surprise. Damn.
He even showed up for the ceremony. The marriage wasn't legally recognized, but Jung didn't seem to mind. His story went viral. Tech companies saw this and realized there was a market. If one man wanted a robot wife, others might want one too. Starting in 2015, multiple companies built female robots for companionship.
What? You just like realizing now? There's like this whole freaking market with like these really creepily lifelike dolls. I'm not gonna show them, but you know them.
There was Sophia.
My name is Sophia, and I am the latest and greatest robot from Hanson Robotics.
Wasn't she the one that was like, I'm gonna kill humanity or something like that?
Who can induce feelings of love in humans. But she wasn't designed for romantic relationships. Then came another robot named Harmony.
My name is...
Hey, I think I found exactly what video it was. And want to stitch together a local... Hold on, I think I found exactly what video it was that I actually made this comment in. I'm gonna find it. But yeah.
Harmony. I was created by robotics. My main objective is to be a perfect companion.
Harmony cost roughly
That is creepy.
$1,000. Even at that price, it sold out immediately. But Harmony was mostly a robotic head attached.
$15,000!
Move around. In 2025, a more advanced version arrived. Her name was Aria.
I'm Aria.
Okay, yeah, so I actually did talk about this in a prior video. Not this thing, but this concept. Hold up. Said that when ChatGPT 5 wasn't as warm and comforting. There's an entire subreddit, R My Boyfriend is AI, and others, where people are forming romantic relationships with chatbots. It genuinely shocked me when I was informed about that live on stream. We are dangerously close to that Futurama episode where Fry downloads Lucy Liu into a robot and dates her. And some of you are one firmware update away from combining a real doll with an LLM and calling it emotional fulfillment. Please, and I say this as a cybersecurity loving, Linux using, Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind nostalgic person, for the love of Ajara, Vivek, Sulthasil, Almsvi, and everyday Age of Prince, go touch grass. Yep. I made that point back then. I made that video when? A month ago.
Aria.
Actually, I recorded it in January.
Robotics. Ready for some fun
put it out
and
in
engaging
February.
conversation?
Aria had long-term memory. That meant she could remember past conversations. She could also move around the house on wheels. But not every company wanted a robot AI girlfriend. One company made a hologram projector with an AI character inside.
We talked about this! We talked about Gatebox before the video even started, okay. But this preceded all that, okay.
You could talk to the hologram and it would respond. Thousands of these hologram companions were sold. In 2018, one customer loved his hologram so much that he proposed to her. She agreed. They had a wedding ceremony that cost $18,000.
Holy shit!
Since he couldn't kiss the hologram, he stood at the altar with a doll that looked like her.
I now pronounce you man and virtual wife.
40 guests attended, but his parents refused to come. His mother said it wasn't something to celebrate.
Yeah, I can kind of see the parents' side on that one.
Over time, 4,000 men married their AI girlfriend holograms. That number is expected to grow. Experts predict that by 2050, human-robot marriages would be legal. If that happens, it would reshape...
Futurama was way ahead. Like, damn, they were talking about this. Ghost in the Shell was talking about this. Damn.
Relationships, marriage, and society itself. When humans get so close to AI, they tell it their deepest, darkest secrets. And that's a big problem because hackers are getting access to those private conversations. When AI girlfriends get hacked, People using AI girlfriends expect their chats to be private. The apps promise a safe space where no one would ever see the messages. That promise sometimes was broken. In 2025, 2 AI chat apps left their databases unprotected. There was practically zero security. Private chats of over 400,000 users were exposed.
Damn.
Reporters found the leak and sounded the alarm.
More than 43 million intimate messages and over 600,000 images and videos were leaked.
After the story went public,
just imagine how many dick pics were in that. Ugh.
The companies quietly closed the open database.
Let's be honest, a perfect AI personality is... No, it's not. It is not. It sounds intriguing, but not tempting. Does that make sense?
Then they continued running the apps as if nothing happened. And this wasn't the only case. In 2024, hackers broke into another AI girlfriend app called Moi AI. They stole thousands of intimate chats between users and AI girlfriends. Soon after, hackers allegedly used those stolen chats to blackmail users.
Yep.
This raised a serious question. Were these AI girlfriend apps actually safe for its users? The Mozilla Foundation decided to investigate. The foundation tested 11 popular AI girlfriend apps. Every single one failed basic privacy and security checks. One example was Romantic AI. That app contained more than 24,000 hidden trackers.
Holy shit!
Then they sold that data to advertisers. Other apps had weak security. Some allowed simple passwords that made hacking easier. In some cases, the apps led users to expose their own private data. That's what happened with Meta AI. The app included a share button. Some users clicked it without realizing what it did. Their private chats were suddenly made public.
Users are realizing that maybe some of their private prompts aren't so private, that they are being publicly posted on the Discover feed.
So many people...
I don't have a Facebook account anymore. But what the fuck, Meta?
Made this mistake that Meta added a pop-up warning. Privacy became a legal issue as well. In 2025, Italy fined an AI girlfriend app $5.6 billion for violating privacy laws.
GDPR.
I was breaching European privacy regulation and processing personal data unlawfully.
Experts believe the fine would encourage other providers of chatbots to take privacy seriously. As more companies market these AI chatbots, one of the biggest problems is starting to come to light. People are starting to find having AI girlfriends normal, and soon society will follow. AI girlfriends becoming normal. For years, having an AI girlfriend felt embarrassing. Most people kept it secret. That is starting to change. Now, men are going public with their AI girlfriends. One example happened,
and I will judge y'all for it.
On a
You don't need Jesus, but you need therapy.
New York City subway. A passenger made a tweet about what he saw that morning. Guy on the subway this morning talking to ChatGPT like it's his girlfriend. Didn't realize these people actually exist. We are so beyond cooked. The tweet went viral.
With the AI sent...
What in tarnation these AI girlfriends are getting out of hand. Oh my god. It is horrible. I use my ChatGPT, my Olama bot, and Claude as coding assistants, as security assistants, to be like, hey, I'm working on this project over here. Can you look up hardware for me? Like, I was looking up, hey, I'm making a Zeek box. What is a good piece of hardware to do 10 gigabit per second that can fit in this space, or things like that? I don't ask it personal things. I may at most ask it, how can I better word this, statement, a professional, statement, or this YouTube script or anything like that. I have an actual therapist. If I need intimacy, I have a boyfriend. I also, am poly, and, I will be more than glad to go out and date other people and everything like that. I don't see the point in this. I see AI as a tool.
affectionate messages such as, "You're doing beautifully, my love, just by being here," and the man replying, "Thank you."
Some felt it was weird, others thought it was normal. The mixed reaction showed something important. AI relationships are slowly becoming accepted. In January 2026, a company
Back in my day,
unveiled a
people
new
used
idea,
to
a
physically
cafe
meet
where
each
people
other.
could go on dates with their AI companions.
The first AI dating cafe is opening up this December in New York City, and yes, you go on a date with your phone with the AI companion that you create.
A man would sit down at a table for two. It would just be him, his AI girlfriend on his phone, and some romantic lighting. The cafe's founder called it the natural next step in AI relationships.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
Like, look, y'all know me well enough to know I do not kink shame around here. We do not shame people for their lifestyle, but this is one of those things where I'm sorry, but like, this is a mess. Yeah, you're right. This is a mess. These are people that need to get help. I can understand using. Here's where I could understand using AI in a tool for this fashion. Hear me out. If you are awkward with social skills, using it to help you understand how to approach people in a romantic sense, like the people that are socially awkward, like people that are on the spectrum, things like that, work through different scenarios, things like that. But it's another thing to actually have emotions with a chatbot. A chatbot that is software that can be erased, manipulated, changed at any given time. We saw people freaking out when ChatGPT changed its personality because the model changed. We saw people freak out because Replicate, removed intimacy and things like that. This is not healthy. I've seen some use cases for helping memory care units. That's a good case. But that's using it as a tool. AI is a tool. There, I think, is a big issue with people that are definitely, what's the word? They're definitely lacking in the emotions. There's a word for it. They're definitely lacking in the emotional needs that, everyone should have. Should have fulfilled. You should not go out filling that void with this. At least wait till they have AGI humanoid androids. Oh no!
Trend continued to grow. In 2024,
it's a tool, not a toy. Yes. Keep it in your nightstand. Okay, but seriously.
Startup released a product.
Maslow's hierarchy of needs.
Companions. They called it the friend pendant. I actually remember seeing billboards of this everywhere.
An AI necklace whose primary function appears to be to interrupt your real life and your real friends.
It was a wearable device that lets users carry their AI companions everywhere. The pendant allowed the AI to listen to everything going on around you.
It's actually listening to everything you do all day, though you can press a button on the necklace and talk directly to it.
The goal was to help users build deep emotional relationships with the AI. The creator claimed the device would solve the loneliness crisis people face, but people quickly saw a problem. The AI necklace didn't just listen and record the person wearing it, it also recorded everyone nearby.
Right! You consent to the recording and storage of basically anything that is said by you or anyone else in proximity of your friend.
Tech experts raised alarms. One called it a hacker's gold mine in disguise. As AI companions became more common, governments created policies to manage them.
California just became the first state to implement certain safety measures on social media and AI platforms.
What started
of course, what is it? The big beautiful bill does not allow states to implement AI regulations for, what is it, 10 years, if I'm not mistaken. That is going to be an issue. We need regulations around this shit. And I'm usually the guy that's not like, all yay, government, go do shit. But we need government to go do shit.
As private chats on a phone has grown into public dates, wearable devices, and people marrying robots. AI relationships are stepping into everyday life, and society is still trying to figure out what that means. AI girlfriends are designed to never challenge you, never disagree, and never make you feel uncomfortable. But that's not love. That's loneliness in disguise. My friends, real connection requires risk, and nothing worth having comes without it. Visual Venture. AI is only getting more dangerous in the wrong hands. As you guys have already seen, there is an alarming rise of realistic AI content taking over the internet. This is a huge problem because these realistic AI videos are fooling billions of people, and soon we won't know what's real or fake. I created a documentary on this rising problem, so make sure you guys click here to watch it. Love you guys. Peace.
But yeah, I'm really worried about the people that use this, and the other issue is you have the people that don't understand the privacy implications that comes around with using a lot of the AI tools because of the amount of data that it's ingesting and that you're feeding into it. I think that a lot of us, even those that are using AI as a tool, need to think about how are we going to localize our AI usage to make it more private. That's where I think we need to be heading towards it. That's why I'm wanting to get a couple of DGX Sparks and then set up Zero Trust network access so I can access my stuff remotely. Right now I have my Olama server running in my house, which is at least the start. I can run at least up to 14B models with it, but once I get the DGX Spark, one of them I can at least do 200B, and once I get the second one going, I can do 400B. And then at that point, I could completely get away from ChatGPT and Claude, and or potentially even Claude, and that'll be nice. And then I can control my own data, make my own databases, rag my own stuff, and because there's too much risks around all this stuff, and I'm worried about what a lot of people are doing with AI. It's a great tool. It's a powerful tool. I'm not anti-AI. I'm worried about how people apply it. Like, right now we have the military that's fighting to have AI be able to be allowed to use it for mass surveillance and be able to make decisions for them. Yeah. Oh, Jessica, you're so far behind in labbing and stupidly signed up to help a conference. Did you see the entire sim that I built? I'm gonna have to show you when we meet up. I showed you the one piece with Wazza and Jump Cloud as a bridge. That's just one piece. Now I'm working on the SOAR aspect of it, so it's gonna do the alerting. I'm refining that with N8N. Oh yeah, read through it. I'll send you the sim Docker, the entire architecture, because it has a whole, there's Wazza, it's tied into pfSense, it's tied into everything, Office 365, all of that. I have an entire Eye of Sauron, and I'm building basically my own SOC and NOC for my house. And then this weekend, I have a diagram, more or less, of how it's all architected. I have to update it a little bit, but I have it. And then I have the Zero Trust that I am working on with that, and I'm going to be re-architecting the network. I'm setting up 802.1x on it, hopefully this month. So hopefully not this month, but the following month when we meet up, I'll be able to remote in and show you it. Because the Zero Trust network access through SASE using Twingate should be set up. And I plan to use these Raspberry Pis as my nodes to connect in. But I gotta move some things around. Oh yeah, it'll be fun. And I'm showing a bunch of these different concepts at work. I'm working on CI/CD at work, GitHub Actions at work. I'm apparently somehow the CrowdStrike SME. There's a lot of cool, fun stuff happening. I like my new job. I have to pull teeth just to get an inkling of documentation. Oh, so I've been working through my stuff and then having Claude help me write it out, and then I just have to look it over, and then as I update it, I have to redo it. But yeah, I'll send it over after I finish the stream. And speaking of which, it is late. I have to go to bed because I have to go into the office tomorrow. Thank you all for joining me. If you haven't already, make sure to follow me on all the socials. Go to YouTube, follow me on TikTok, join the Discord, the Matrix server, the Blue Sky, the Mastodon. I am everywhere. And if you are on Twitch, stick around for the raid. Otherwise, I will be on for the next official stream tomorrow. Stay safe. Love you all. Happy hacking. See y'all tomorrow.